Oh, that's still on, isn't it? Shut up, Game Grumps. Here goes something, I guess. Olivari. Show me potato salad. There we go. What is this? What is this nonsense? I'm looking at my screen over by my screen. Behold. Oh, look at my camera thing. It's fucking blocking some of this out. Just make it smaller. Not that it matters. Yes, I am wearing the Michael Jackson getup again because what I'm doing today is very 80s. So, I will be very 80s. In fact, I may have used some royalty-free Michael Jackson remixes in the intro to this game. Who cares, I said, as I didn't start the game like I intended. I'm also going to try to do this window capture when I open the game up, because, you know, I enjoyed streaming Nightingale Manor, but it looks like shit. With the taskbar and all the extra shit all over the screen. This takes a minute, so it's necessary to launch the game. So you'll be voting for Ronald Reagan and doing lines of coke. Bro, I am full Ada Republican anymore. But I am that only because of the time I live in, so I don't know what I would be doing in the 80s. I shudder to think I'd probably be a feminist. It's a little different than it is now. Of course, I'd be enjoying some kind of freedom, and I mean the 80s and the 90s are a nice little sweet spot of freedom. It was after, you know, women and black people started getting treated more like people, but it was before all this Orwellian horrible shit started happening outright in the world instead of just behind closed curtains. Oh, look, I have notifications. Who cares? I put the link to this in the description of this live stream. I encourage everyone to play it. Although it doesn't really matter, does it? It has to be your cup of tea or you won't like it. But somebody told me I should do this, and I also kind of wanted to, even though I'm tired. And I should be working on making more of this game, but I finished the demo today. The full version of it, so we'll give it a try. Come in. Da-da-da-da! There, now do window capture, please. Oh, you fat whore. Back to the past. Ding-dong. Oh my. Hold on. This needs to be above it. There we go. Hey, look at that. I'm figuring shit out here. Whoa. Sort of. Very loud. Yeesh. Hold on. $30 for me. Down here for you. Maybe not that low. How loud is that? Good-ish. Just let me do this stupid part first, and then we'll get to the actual game. Oh, quit flopping around. It's almost perfect. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na. Ah, jeez, you just gotta be difficult, don't you? We'll get to the fucking game in a second. Well, you were really... You weren't actively trying to piss me off now. Hold on, I got some OCD shit to work through here. Just... Oh god, you're gonna make me so mad. Why are you doing this shit to me? There. That's as good as it's gonna get. That's fine. Good enough. Could be a hair louder than right now, but don't mess with it. No. I want to mess with it. I'm gonna go back later and look at it and be really pissed. Oh, please don't mess that shit up. Ding dong. This just annoys me. It's not right. Put it in the fucking middle. You were fucking with my OCD, something fierce. There, that's good. You tell me. I'm looking at it compared to my voice. Yeah, it could be louder. I'm gonna mess with it. You can't tell me that. And then just, okay, but don't touch it. Okay. If it's bad, tell me later. Behold, my game. Warning, may contain material that some players might find disturbing. Disclaimer for language, smoking, violence, stalkers, and everything else that's problematic in entertainment nowadays, but was just fine to show in the 80s. 80s anime nostalgia incoming. Copyright strike. I need a fresh start. I don't like how my voice sounds in this. I had to up the pitch so it sounds like a girl. It's just that one line. I didn't voice act this whole thing. I'm not doing that shit. How long did it take you to source the anime? I was just looking up anime 80s nostalgia clips and putting them all together in a way that pertains to my story. And there's a disclaimer, I don't own any of the GIFs or clips or music edits or anything. And I made it to where you don't even have the option to give me donations. It's totally a free game. However, I did link my Patreon because I would like support, but I don't know the legality of selling it even though it's technically copyright-free versions of these things, but it's pushing it. I know it's pushing it, so the parts of this that came from other places, I'm not gonna even remotely try to sell. I'm just gonna fish for Patreon support. If anybody likes what I make. I have my car and I'm just going. I should be reading this. I'm sorry, I've been playtesting this a lot and I'm used to clicking through it. Yep, girl needs a fresh start and she's just going. You play as a nameless girl in this. The only solid thing about her is her appearance, because I have to be able to draw her for some of the scenes. She's got turquoise eyes and really dark auburn hair. But other than that, it's just kind of, you're just doing whatever. You're just this girl and falling into these situations in the 1980s. You ran away from your old life, living out of your car, driving and driving and driving. Here we go. But I've been going for a while now. I think I need to stop for the night. I'm tired. It looks okay. A little farther. I can keep going. Just a little farther. You know, I freaked the fuck out when I realized I could use GIFs instead of just still frames all the time. It's pretty cool. It's a good place to stop for the night. Super peaceful, parked in the grass, right off the side of the road. I turn, climb into the back seat, and snuggle into my blanket. The windows cracked, the early autumn air drifting into the car. Fun fact, that's how I lived for a whole year. And during that time of year, it's actually pretty nice, because it's not hot or freezing, it's just chill. You can leave the windows cracked and be very zen, even if you're sleeping with a gun in your hand. This looks great. You like it? I'm glad you like it. I think it's a improvement on Nightingale Manor for damn sure. Don't start loading shit, computer. I'm busy. Somebody's getting in my car. Can you hear the sound effects okay? Just please let me know for sure. I can maybe turn this up a little now. Someone just got in my car. He just threw a 10 duffel bag into the passenger seat, and now he's fixing to steal my shit. Who in the hell is this guy? What is he doing? He's not seriously about to... Well... I'm on a Michael Jackson journey, baby. Oh, yeah. I can hear them well enough, okay. Well, your well enough is... Whatever. You gotta be kidding me. You have seriously gotta be kidding me right now. This freaking mouth breather just peeled the hell out, and now he's just taking off with my car, and... Hold on. I just want to look. Yeah, it looks fine. He's making a getaway, isn't he? He doesn't even notice I'm in here, does he? Damn, what the hell do I do? Try to jump out or try to stop him? Well, try to jump out. I peer out the side window, but this is a two-door car. The only ways out are up front, and we're going way too fast now anyway. I want to try to jump for it, but there's just no way, and besides, my car's all I have left. I can't just let this guy take off with it. So let's get crazy. Try to stop him. I glare at him from behind, suddenly filled with anger, and I lunge forward with a borrowed nerve, snapping my arm around him from behind and just managing to grip him in a headlock. What the hell are you doing? This is my car, asshole. Listen, sweetheart, you might want to stop fucking choking me to death when I'm going 90 miles an hour. You want to die? Because you're about to kill us both right now. Let go. Why the hell should I care? Shit! We almost hit that car, but he makes a quick maneuver and swerves around it. My heart leaps into my throat, and I swear the car's gonna flip, but he levels it out amazingly, like a pro, because he's done it a million times. I still managed to keep a hold of him. God, this is really high octane for a visual novel intro scene, isn't it? You want to stop my car and get the hell out now? My car is all I have. You're not gonna run off with it. Oh, shut up. I don't want your crappy car. I just needed a ride. I need to get to my safe house. You can take your car and go on your merry fucking way after I get there, alright? Now get the hell off me already. Fucking A. That's his catchphrase, is fucking A. Yep. No matter how many times I tell that part of the music to fade out instead of just stopping abruptly, it just doesn't work. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter. I sigh and let go of him, sitting against the back seat and folding my arms, feeling totally surprised. This guy, he's a robber or something, and he's making a getaway with my car. But apparently he's just gonna let me leave after he gets wherever he's going. I can't say I'm super happy about this, but I guess it could be a lot worse. I just have to hope he keeps his word. Not like I can do anything else anyway. I'm at a loss, not sure what to do or say, so absent-mindedly I just mutter the first thing that comes to mind. Hey, what's your name? He pauses, driving and glaring forward, releasing a heavy cloud of breath. Naturally, he seems hesitant to share his name, but after a moment of mulling in silence, his sharp blue eyes meet my gaze through the rearview mirror, and he mumbles, Victor. Nice to meet you, Red. Now just sit tight and I'll be out of your life before long. Liar. Gotcha. It's all very 80s. Very blasé about scary ass shit going on. Oh, it's so cool. I love this. This is fun. It's very bright. I fell asleep in the back. Weird. Feeling this cozy, lulled to sleep by the gentle hum of an engine, even though, you know, some criminal's driving my car right now. But I don't feel like I'm even in danger. Is he even going to offer gas? I'm getting to it. Weird. Yeah, he doesn't think of that until they get get where they're going. Weird. I don't know how long it's been, but oh, the car's stopped. And it's daytime now. Where are we? Oh, a different universe. Come on. We're parked in the middle of nowhere. Looks like there's nothing here except a couple of houses. Jesus, how long did I sleep? Victor just stepped out of the car. I yawn and push the seat forward and climb out of the car behind him. Hello, sir. I'm glad I got to fucking draw your hair correctly, because that's a bitch to get correct. We just stare at each other for a second. Well, you can go now. Just don't go around telling everyone what happened, alright? And also, you might need to top off your gas tank now. You might not have enough left to get anywhere, actually. Well, I guess one of us could walk into town and get some gas or whatever. He's being nicer than I expected. Almost like he has a conscience and he feels bad for doing this. But what the hell do I know? The guy stole my car with me in it. I don't know. I really don't know what to think of him. And who's supposed to go into the nearest town to get gas? I don't have a gas canister or anything, and I don't know where we even are. I'll grab the gas if you want. I have to go into town to run a couple of errands today anyway. You can hang out here. My place is safe, not full of crooks or psychos or anything. And I just have to stash something in the house real quick before I go anywhere. Okay, I appreciate it. Is there anyone else here? Be nice or be cautious. You'd be cautious, wouldn't you? Yeah. Is there anyone else here? No, nobody else lives here. Not in my house, anyway. There's one guy next door. Acts all smiley and nice, but he creeps me the fuck out something fierce. I can't help but feel curious about the neighbor guy, especially if this neighbor can make an actual criminal feel uncomfortable. What must that guy be like? What's wrong with your neighbor? I love his grumpy face. I don't know, he's just weird. He's calm and happy and smiley and content, and that shit ain't natural. Not the way he does it. I don't know, just something off about him. I cover my mouth, almost laughing at him. The way he talks is just kind of funny, especially when he's talking smack about some random person. It's my favorite thing about writing his dialogue. Victor is awesome. Whoa, what is that? You're producing some jelly over here. Victor, you're bleeding. Oh, that's what hurts. I love him. I love him. I never get tired of this. Of doing stuff with Victor in it. He looks kind of woozy, but almost unfazed. He didn't even notice it through the whole drive here. Damn, I wish I was that tough. Well, I guess I'll have to put the errands off till later. Raspberry jam, the most delicious of wounds. Damn right, nobody. No wonder I feel like shit now. Adrenaline wore off, and apparently one of them cops grazed me real good. Yep, okay, I need to go inside. Shit. Victor clasps a sign, walks down the path to his front door, and I'm following him close behind as we both walk into the house. That door sound effect happens about the time you read the door part, but I just didn't click it fast enough. Sorry, my OCD. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do, but I feel like I should make sure he's okay first. It's not the time for me to just up and leave. Not yet. I know he stole my car, but leaving while he's bleeding out would be a crappy thing to do. Oh look, it's the 80s. Some more. Do me a favor. I just don't touch that bag I left in your car. I'm gonna deal with that later, after I deal with this. Alright? I'm gonna grab my little med kit out of the basement, and I'm just gonna patch this up right quick. Then I'll get some gas for your car, and I'll send you off with some cash. And I expect you to return the favor by not ever mentioning this to anyone. Alrighty? Just sit tight while I you poor devil. My heart jumps and Victor's suddenly laying unconscious at my feet. Ooh, hold on, I gotta save real quick. Because I gotta show y'all something. There we go. Stay and look after him. Leave with his duffel bag. Because you know there's money in there. He's trusting. Well, he doesn't have a choice right now. And he's not a monster. He's just, you know. He breaks the law. Okay, well, I actually put this option in here to be like, I want to show you. There's a couple of choices here that sort of a kind of logical person would make, where you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not sticking around for this, and you just leave. But, you know, leave with his duffel bag. You could just leave him after he collapses on the floor here. I need to go. I feel bad that he's hurt, but he stole my car and basically kidnapped me, and this is all crazy and illegal and way over my head. I just have to get out of here. Yeah. And then you just fuck off. And that's it. Alright. Right here. Let's do it again. Stay and look after him. I've been down and check on him, then head off to the back of his house looking for the basement so I can grab his med kit. I can look after him. There's nobody else here to help the guy. And besides, it's not like I have anywhere else to go. You should replace the arcade titles with titles of your books. Yes, I am a genius. Why? Wait. On the actual game machines? Because that is genius. I would do that. Man, you would make me go in overdrive putting, like, what looks like gameplay of those stories on those screens, but I don't want to do that. That'd be hard work. Entering scene 2. I got him on the couch and I pet. Now look, let me just real quick. When I drew this scene, I think yesterday, and I didn't mean for it to look so tempting to a female audience, but it just came out that way, alright? I really did not do that on purpose. And it's pretty tame. It's not anything like you see in some visual novels. It's just like, oh, you just met this guy and his shirt's off and you're staring at his chest and... Okay. Anyway, I got him on the couch and I patched him up best I could. I'm not a nurse or anything, but it looks like it's just a deep split in his side. So I disinfected it, cleaned it, and covered it up. It's not bleeding anymore. See? Isn't he pretty? I think this is tame, but when I got done with it, I was like, oh, people are gonna think this is like more risque than it is. Huh. He acted like a bat out of hell last night, but now he looks sleepy. Oh, he's waking up already. That was fast. That's one long torso. No, it's not. I pulled his pants up. That's what I was saying yesterday. Because when I was drawing this, I was like, man, her bandaging this up, she would be dangerously close to the crotch area. I could have made a whole scene off of that and her getting flustered about it, but I do not make smut. Why is he looking at me like that? Oh, well, I guess it might be kind of surprising to him. He might not have expected me to stick around. You feel like doing me a favor? Victor likes sarcasm. Let's reply sarcastically. What, aside from the one I'm doing already? Yeah, smartass, aside from this one. Just don't go calling the cops or running off with my bag or anything. I know this is just a big shit sandwich for you, but for me, this was my last job. I needed it to go smooth, and it almost did. Almost. Respond with irritation, respond with understanding. Let's be a little bitey. Irritated. Holy crap, man, you're asking a lot after you stole my car and kidnapped me off to God knows where. Who gets kidnapped and then doesn't call the cops? I don't go around killing and kidnapping people. I had no idea anybody was even in that car. All I'm asking for is a favor. And I'll pay you for it too. How about it? This is another one where you could just be like, no, and then leave, and you drive off and the game ends. Yeah, fine. Okay, I get it. I don't know why, but I feel like covering your ass isn't gonna come back and bite me and mine. You don't seem like the worst kind of lawbreaker alive, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and trust you. Thank you. I wanted so bad to draw his belly button, but his hand is in the way. I don't know why, I needed to define placement of things, because it can look kind of obscure if you don't. Anyway, sorry, I'm looking at the art, and I'm stupid. What the hell were you doing sleeping in a car anyway, he's asking me. I left home because I really needed a new start. I don't really have anywhere to go, but it didn't matter. I had to leave where I was. I just had to. Why? What were you trying to get away from? Yeah, this is where you build a little of your own backstory. You want me to do all three of these? Save it. Crikey! I'm gonna do all three. What was I trying to run away from? Family. I had to get away from my family. I needed to get away from the toxicity, so I just finally took off. He stares at me, looking kind of troubled for a second. I get that. I ran away from the same thing. Long damn time ago. You know, you can... Okay, this is where we get into the rest. Do it again. What were you trying to get away from? An ex. I was living with an ex, but that whole thing turned into an awful situation. So I just had to cut it off and finally walk away. It was hurting me more than helping me anymore. Yeah. Dating can be hell on earth. That's why I'm single. Most of the chicks I find are more drama than I am. And given the gun-forsaken life I lead, that is really saying something. Okay, one more time. One more go. What were you running away from? An empty life. Well, I was stuck in a routine and I didn't have anything going for me, or people, or goals I could reach, or anything. So I just had to wipe it clean like an Etch-a-Sketch and start completely over. And maybe I'll get it right this time. Who knows? I get you. I've done that before. Just once. When I was a teenager. Early teenager. But that's what happens when you're desperate to get out of a situation and you just cling to the first opportunity that comes to you. Then you end up being someone like me. There you go. There's all your special Victor responses to these things. I'm gonna have a lot of fun adding lots of stuff like that. You know, you can hang around here if you want. I've got more room in this house than I know what to do with, and it's empty as hell in here. And he's not trusting, by the way. Etch-a-Sketch is a good reference. Yeah, we're in the 80s. I mean, I had one when I was really little, and I was born in the early 90s, but it's a back-in-the-day toy. By the way, he's not just trusting, he's a little cocky, because he's pretty sure he can handle what anyone tries to do. If anyone tries to steal from his house or something, like, he's just gonna whip his micro Uzi out and deal with it. He doesn't fucking care. He feels like he can offer people shit like this, because he's just like, yeah, if it goes wrong, I'll kill it. Done! I mean, I don't know if that's gonna be really apparent to people just playing this for the first time, but... Speaking as the creator of this character, I know that about him, so there we go. He's avoiding my eyes now, glaring at the ceiling, acting like he didn't just offer me something that's a big deal. Yeah, he seems like that kind of person. Someone who just has a hard time expressing stuff or showing when they're being nice. But he really is being nice, isn't he? I didn't ask him for a place to stay, he just said that out of nowhere. Then again, maybe there's another motive here. Hey, no offense, because I appreciate the offer, but why would you offer me that? You don't know how this works, do you? I don't ever actually silence anyone, but it's still better when a witness doesn't run off and tell the whole world everything they saw. You staying here means you're not running off and telling everyone you know about what happened last night. You staying here is just as good for me as it is for you. But, I'm not gonna lie. I'm about sick of how damn empty this house is. Might be fun to have a roommate, and I haven't had one in a long time. Yet another option where you can just fuck off. Stay. You know what? Yeah, I kinda like that idea. I could stay here. It's a nice place. Just, can you make sure you don't kidnap me or run off with my car again? It's kind of a roommate deal breaker. Yeah, okay, fine. God, you're demanding. Okay, well, there's an empty bedroom down the hall to the left. There's a dartboard down in the basement if you get bored. I have an Atari in here, and there's food in the kitchen, I think. I still need a nap. Sleepy bones. Nighty-night. Well, I guess you can just come in and interrupt my live stream again.
Delivery!
Can you put them in the fridge,
Yes.
please? Thank you.
Here's your card. Show the screen, shall you?
Olivari.
Be evil!
Yeah, I'm not gonna be evil. I didn't even make that many options yet. Oh, that'd be an interesting trope if you as the main character turned out to be the most evil one. But I'm not doing that. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I could just make myself at home now. Quit talking to myself in my head. Yeah, you are out of your mind, but that's the premise of this game. You gotta do something a little crazy and impulsive, or there's no game here. Hello? On one hand, this seems like a perfect setup for me, especially since I had zero plans and no way of getting an actual place to live anytime soon. But, on the other hand, Victor's clearly a criminal, and the way we met alone is insane. Staying here with him might be a stupid move. But it might also be exactly what I need. Well, he doesn't give me a bad vibe, as weird as that is. So, I guess I'll just see how it goes. No, get out! No, I'm sorry. Come here, come here. I thought you were a little one. I'm sorry, D. Thank you! Au revoir. Can you shut it to a crack, please? Thank you, D. In fact, I've seen a movie like that I loved. Yeah, well, see, I like that option. Yeah, you do? Well, which option? Because I totally lost my train of thought just now. But, thanks, D. And he brought me McDonald's. But anyway, oh, 80s McDonald's. That'd be an adorable little place they could go in this. Back when McDonald's didn't look like a dystopian cubicle. Hello, D. I just pause, everyone. Here, look at my nice load and my nice pause screen. Isn't it gloriously Back to the Future? No, it's a Big Mac and some fries. That's all it is. You want my Big Mac? Mom? Hey, we can split it. Take this and tell her we can split it. I can't hardly eat shit anyway. Premium content. The Be Evil ending. Oh, jeez. Well, you know, I've discussed this with you and no one else, but The most tragic ending that I had discussed with you in confidence. Oh, God almighty. Okay, I'm cool with splitting it if you want. It's in here if you want some. I just can't get up. I'm recording. Jeez, already. Anyhow, that one ending I had discussed with you, that would be the one where that happens. Because I did imagine her getting... I don't want to spoil it. Not going to jail. I'm just walking around getting a look at everything since I'm going to be staying here. I find Victor's back door and I walk out, strolling across his backyard. This yard is pretty plain, but whoa. The one next door looks amazingly well kept and with a garden and everything. It's a flower garden, not a fruit garden, but still. It's very pretty. Wow. This is the only other house as far as I can see, and the guy next door apparently really cares about his little garden back here. Didn't Victor say he didn't like that guy? I wonder why. I venture out to the front yard, peering over the fence before I walk around it, surveying everything in sight. I'm taking notes in an unsent Twitter DM. That's not me reading the game, that's me reading my chat room. I apologize. It's all just hills and trees except for the faintest hint of a building in the far distance across the street, though most of it is hidden behind a tree cluster. I guess that must be where the town is. I stop and wheel around, seeing someone else strolling down the sidewalk. He's coming from the direction of that town. Upon closer inspection, I can see he's carrying grocery bags, and he's kind of struggling with them. Every couple of feet, he drops the grocery bags hanging from his right hand, and he keeps having to bend down and pick them up. He stops when he sees me here, and he pauses, leaving the grocery bags to sit on the sidewalk. Look at him, he's adorable! Jeez, he just looks like a domestic abuse victim, doesn't he? Whew. Hi. His hand's in a cast and his eyes bandaged over. Looks like this guy might have been in an accident or something. Uh-huh. And it also looks like he might need some help here. Crikey, I'm sorry. I don't remember seeing you around here before. There's not usually anyone on this street unless it's me or my neighbor. Are you lost? Do you need directions? Nah, I'm actually a guest of Victor's. Just getting a look at the area out here. I'm new around here, so... Oh, I see. I can't believe Victor's actually made a new friend. That sounds like a miracle. My name is Noah, and welcome to Evervale. Evervale. Cool. Nice to meet you, Noah. Nice to meet you too, Miss... Ginger. Can I call you Ginger? Sorry, it's just I like to make nicknames for everyone, and your hair is amazingly red. Not exactly ginger, but I needed a nickname for him to use, so shut up! It's Ginger in the sunlight. Sort of, on the top. Anyway. Yeah, that's fine, I don't mind. Victor doesn't like this guy? Really? He seems like the nicest guy ever. God, the way I set this up looks like Victor's just beating the shit out of his neighbor all the time. Although... nope. Spoilers. He looks like a book collector who tends to pigeons on the side. Who's to say he's not? It's also the 80s, so he's just wearing a sweater vest because that shit's normal to those people. Hold on. God, that's nasty. Anyway. Hey, you need help carrying that stuff? Well, I don't want to trouble you. Oh, I don't mind. Your house is right there. It's not like we're walking a mile. I appreciate it. Thank you. No problem. Let's go. You will notice a very stark contrast between the meeting Noah and meeting Victor. Because meeting Victor was insane and high octane. And meeting Noah is the most chilled out, relaxing, mundane shit ever. Even I've never seen you without a hat of some kind. I'm starting to think you have horns. I don't fucking tell everyone my trade secrets, man. I grabbed all the bags and helped him carry him in his fucking house. I follow him into his home and I glance at the living room before we reach the kitchen, placing all the bags down beside the doorway so I don't have to fucking draw him. I survey the kitchen for a second, thinking it's really cool and spotless. Noah apparently likes to keep everything nice and oddly shaped. What the bloody hell do you want? Wait, my shit's all messed up. What?
I'm waiting until it catches up.
It's a delay. Yeah. That's a hell of a screenshot for us. Couple of fucking freaks.
What's your Cash App? Let's plug your Cash App right now.
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't want to... There's like 2 people in here right now.
Ignore them.
And I don't have enough
You're
for
not
that.
real.
I don't have enough for that now anyway, because I just got Monster on that card. What?
Stupid bitch.
Can you just make a racket? I need more interruptions. Get out.
Don't worry. I got you.
Get out. Ah! You're not real. Thank you for your help. Would you like something to drink? Oh, good. Roofies. I want some. Thank you. Just a second. I watch him move over to the fridge and pull out a jug of juice with his good hand and pour it into a glass. He seems to fight with his grasp on the glass for a second since the cast is hindering him, but then he puts the jug away again and hands me the glass of orange juice. There you go. Hope you like it. So, how do you know Victor anyway? Well, how do I answer this? Well, I only just met him recently, but me and him are working out a sort of roommate deal now. Oh, really? You're gonna be living with him? He has this look on his face now, like he's a little worried. I get it. He probably knows about Victor's lifestyle, and he doesn't think I know about it. He probably thinks it's a bad idea for anyone to move in with him. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I needed a place to stay anyway. And I was like, yeah. But him? Really? Well, he must have a friendly side to him if he's bringing in a roommate. I guess that's good. Just be careful. Yeah, I will be. There's a brief lull in the air, and I pause for a second, thinking of something to say. Hey, by the way, I really like your garden. You saw the garden? Nobody ever sees my garden. I like to nurture life however I can. That garden makes fantastic therapy. Ooh. Thank you for the compliment. I work very hard on it. I just wish I could work on it as much as I'd like to. Ever since my hand got hurt, I can't do everything I want to. And the work will get harder before long since the weather's getting colder. It's hard to protect the plants from the season change, but I'd like to keep them alive as long as I can. Well, I don't have any jobs lined up or anything. As of now, I have the free time and it'd give me something to do. I could have added choices here, but this part of the story needs to be fixed, or the rest of the story can't happen, so. Hey, I can help you with that sometime if you want. I don't mind. Really? I'd really appreciate that. In fact, I wouldn't mind showing you a couple of the things that need to be done. I don't get to show off my garden to anyone most of the time. I'm honestly kind of excited to. He's so fucking precious. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, go ahead and give me the garden tour. Excellent. Boy, that music changed just in time, didn't it? Noah seems glad to step out and temporarily abandon his groceries just so he can walk me out to his garden. It's kind of adorable how he's so delighted by the idea of just showing his garden to someone. I set the glass down and we walk outside and stroll around the house, approaching his garden in the back. Then he moves from plant to plant, pointing out each one and explaining what it is, how much water and sun it needs, and how it needs to be protected from the cold. I'm getting flashbacks of my grandfather. About 10 minutes later, he sighs and runs out of steam, turning to me and smiling. I'm sorry, I've been talking your ear off. If you do want to come by and help, we can do the harder work some other time. I don't expect us to do that now, of course. I still have groceries to put away. But thank you for the help, and thanks for listening to me ramble. I haven't had anyone to talk to in a while, so I'm sorry if I'm carrying on a little too much. Oh no, you're fine. I like listening, and I like how passionate you are about your garden, too. I'll try and come by tomorrow to help you out, okay? Absolutely. I usually work on the garden around 11, so if that's a good time for you, then... Hey, Red! I pause, hearing Victor's voice yell out from behind me. I turn around and I see him standing in his backyard, glaring at us. He looks like an angry dad. Come here. I want to show you where your new room is. Didn't he already tell me where the spare room was? Oh, whatever. I turn back around to Noah to say goodbye. I'll meet you out here around 11, okay? Alright, I'll see you then. I give Noah a smile and a wave, and then I turn and walk over to the other yard. He didn't clean his coat before he came outside. He really doesn't give a damn. It's fucking hilarious. I love him. I stop in front of him, giving him odd... I can't fucking talk and think at the same time. I could have used any of my other sprites for him, but it wouldn't have made sense because his coat wouldn't have magically just cleaned itself just because he buttons up and walks outside, you know? I stop in front of him, giving him an odd look. Victor just nods over at his back door. Then he walks over to his door and pulls it open, holding it for me. Confused, I walk over to the back door and step into his house. Victor doesn't follow me inside right away. He stands out there for a second, turning his head and glaring. Grumpula. Well, this got a little ominous without the music on. Oh, there it is. I just stare at him, kind of surprised that he's up and about already. And also, I'm wondering what he's acting so shady about. He really doesn't seem to like Noah. He's acting like he doesn't even want other people talking to him. Your room's right here. It's a spare room my buddy Ty used to use, and he brought his girlfriend over all the time a couple years ago, so that chick ended up decorating in there, and I never changed it. So that room is kind of colorful. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, well, there's a couple of catches if you want to stay here. Not anything bad, just basic housework and shit. I hired someone to clean the place last time I left town, but it'd be easier if we just kept the place taken care of ourselves. I'm not going to be leaving town again anytime soon anyway, so I'm not going to need to hire anyone to take care of this place anymore. Alright, basic housework is fine. And I would just recommend not going into Noah's fucking house. Now, I know it's your business, whoever you visit and whoever you talk to and all that shit, but that guy has some fuck-all creeper vibes, and I just don't trust him. I really don't get it. Noah doesn't seem like a creep at all to me. But Victor's the one who lives next door to him. He'd know about the guy better than I would. Then again, Victor's probably the paranoid type, considering what he does and everything. Well, I already told Noah I'd help him with his garden, but that's pretty harmless, isn't it? He doesn't seem like a weirdo to me. Plus, you know, just stepping over into the other yard should be safe. Right? Yeah, just fucking around in a garden is harmless. Just keep your guard up around that weirdo. Well, I'm gonna grab something to eat. Feel free to check out your room and grab some food if you want. Okay. He walks off and disappears around the corner, and I turn, pushing the bedroom door open. Wow. It really is colorful. And I'm getting tinnitus. I cannot wait to do scenes in skating rinks and shit. Oh, it's gonna be such fun. Such 80s fun. Looking at this fucking bedroom makes me think of all that stuff. I wander over, sit on the edge of the big fluffy bed, and plop back on it, gazing into the ceiling and pondering on everything that's happened in the past day or so. I think I just saw a typo, but I didn't register it in time. Unreal. I finally got up the nerve to leave my old life behind. Some guy used my car as a getaway vehicle with me inside it, and now I'm gonna be that guy's roommate. All that time I spent before dwelling on how crappy everything was and wishing everything would change, only to have no changes ever happen. Well, all the change in the world happened so damn suddenly these past 24 hours. I know it's risky and bizarre and maybe even dangerous, but I'm really excited about it. It's a new place, new home, new town, new faces. Really is a completely fresh new start. Still, can't help but wonder why Victor's so apprehensive about Noah. He really seems to hate me talking to the guy. I can't believe Noah can give anybody creeper vibes. But then again, Victor straight up told me that he liked the idea of me staying here so I wouldn't go around telling a bunch of people about last night. Maybe Victor just doesn't want me talking to anyone because he doesn't want me to rat him out. I guess that could be it. Who knows? That's it, guys. That's it. End of demo. Stay tuned for the full version of Back to the Past, which will be released sometime in the semi-near future, and thanks for playing. Olivari, or whatever. I need to... These are slightly off-center, aren't they? Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. That bothers me. Noah definitely isn't a blonde Norman Bates or anything, but I need more. I'm sorry, I haven't made any more. This is where I'm at in making this. This is 3 days of work right here. I got lots more days ahead of me to do stuff. I'm gonna do this just because I want to see the intro video again. God almighty, I love that video. I need a little hype to work on this because as soon as I get off here, that's what I'm gonna do is work on it some more. What the fuck? So beat it. Ding dong, bitch is gone. Alright, shut up. How we doing over here? Dingle dog. There we go. Alright. Here it is, everyone. I cannot wait to do more fun stuff in this. I'm genuinely enjoying making this. If you liked it, the link for it is in the description of this live stream. Go ahead and play it yourself, because it's fun. Or at least follow me, or jump in Patreon or something. I don't know. Just stick around, because the whole game's going to be out before too long. And I've got a devlog thing on here somewhere where I'm posting updates. Or it's on this page, isn't it? It fucking yells at me to update it all the time, and I never do. I didn't with Nightingale Manor, and then nobody ended up seeing the fucking thing. Yeah, well, Back to the Past is better anyway. It's already better. It's barely even a demo. But anyhow, this is what it looks like. This is how you'll know you're in the right place. It's got all my shit spammed on it, just like YouTube does. And here goes something. How do you know Noah is Norman Bates? How do you know Victor's not the evil one? You're like a real game maker person. Am I? I don't know how to make... I can't even do scripting. And Tyranno Builder gives you the option of scripting. You just don't have to. Which is how I'm able to use it. I don't have the faintest idea of how that shit works. But I enjoy the fact that I can make it all myself. I could probably do more if I had a person who can make games working with me, but I like doing everything myself just because I can make it come out exactly how I want it to. And it's harder to translate that when you're trying to describe it to someone else who's making it. I'd rather just make it myself. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. And I'm going to hop off here so I can do some more work on this game now. So, thank you for joining. And I hope you follow this little project of mine and jump in my Patreon. Because it's like $3. It's dirt cheap. And it's right here eventually. Yes, there it is. Magical. Alright. Toodaloo, and I'll see you later.